Hi there guys, welcome to today's tutorial. I'm going to focus on question 4 of English Language Paper 1 and looking particularly at getting a grade 5, what you need to do. So it's all very well showing you can full mark responses, but those of you working towards a grade 5, what do you need to do to make sure you're securing probably about 12, 13 marks for this question? Okay, I'm assuming, as with the other videos, that you are able to access the 2017 summer exam paper, the insert for this. If you can't, pause your video now so that you can just have a read of this. Second side of that is there. Okay, so this is The Tiredness of Rosabelle, which is a text written in 1908. So already thinking about timescale for that. Okay, so question 4, as we know, is the evaluation question, and I have a longer tutorial on question 4, which if you want to sort of zoom in on that in a bit more detail, then please do. This is designed really just to be a snapshot of question 4 and what you need to do to get that grade 5. So just remember that your statement is really crucial, and you've got to really unpick that and find out what are they asking you to evaluate, to talk about. And really this question had 2 elements to it. So it says this part of the story shows the redhead girl has many advantages in life, and I think Rosabelle's right to be angry. So you're looking at 2 things. How much do you agree? So to what extent always means how much. Yeah. Do you really agree? Do you disagree? Are you in the middle? How much do you agree that this girl has advantages? And how much do you think that Rosabelle's right to be angry? So we've got our bullet points here, which in this case, are relatively helpful, but I think always focus on the statement. The statement is key. How much do you agree that the girl's got advantages, and how much do you think that Rosabelle is right to be angry? So we know that the way that this is marked is, have you focused on the statement? And by the statement we mean the quote from the student. So have you done that? Have you got some appropriate examples that you can give, usually quotes, and therefore with that, techniques, and they call this writers' methods, the techniques that they've used. Now that might be language, it might be structure, it might be other things in terms of mood, tone, humour, and can you evaluate? Can you weigh up and make some judgments about how much you agree? So these are the skills that the examiner is going to look for, and it's essential that you nail all of these to get a grade 5. So here's one example. I would expect for this, a 20-mark question, for a student to produce probably 4 points like this, because it's worth obviously a number of marks. So you would be looking at somewhere between a side and a half, side and 3/4, although you could produce less and still get a good mark if the quality was high. So I've highlighted a few elements in this response that I've written. So the girl is shown to be blessed, as the first impression we get is that she is blessed with good looks. Okay, so what can I say we're doing here? Does the girl have advantages? Yes. So the student here is focusing in on the statement. They're saying that she has advantages because she's blessed with good looks. Colourful imagery is used to make her seem more appealing. Red hair, white skin, eyes, the colour of that green ribbon. Okay, so I've got here a writer's methods because they've used imagery, and I've got not just one, but a range of examples. Really good practice if you can choose a couple, a little, they would call a cluster of examples, 2 or 3, shows that you can draw different bits of evidence together, and there's credit for that. The colour of her eyes is also compared to ribbon they had got from Paris. As Paris is known for its fashion, this makes her appear beautiful and of a higher class. And so here is the evaluation, which is really kind of the interpretation of that quote, but it's evaluating, yeah, she does have advantages because she's beautiful, she's a higher class, she's wealthy. So this is an absolutely spot-on paragraph, and I would be delighted to see students producing this and be comfortable that if they carried on like that, they would be getting 12, maybe even 13 marks out of 20, and that would be a comfortable grade 5. Okay, so just to recap what you need to do, focus on the statement, find examples, techniques and methods, and evaluate. Okay, hopefully that feels quite straightforward, but if you need some more help with this question, have a look at the longer question 4 tutorial. Thanks so much for watching, guys.